So we're assigning an IP address of 192.168.1.1 and a subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Is there anything else to add? Well, we can ask a question using the question mark. Is there anything else we can add? So I'm going to press question mark, and it looks like that's the complete command. The command is complete. So if I press enter, now this interface, Gigabit Ethernet 00, has an IP address of 192.168.1.1, and it's on a /24 network, denoted by the 255.255.255.0. And so what do we do now? We need to turn it on. How do we turn it on? Let's ask the router a question, a list of commands we can use while we're in this mode, this interface IF configuration mode. So I'm going to type a question mark. There are a list of commands. I press spacebar to see more, and this says shut down. It says shut down the selected interface. Now, what I know about routers is that the interfaces on a router are shut down by default. So I want to turn them on. So to negate a command, it says negate a command or set its default. So no, I can combine no with shut down, and it should turn it on. Let's try it out. No shut down. Enter. Here it is. Change state to up. What does that mean? It means it just turned on. So I can hit tab to go back to my command line interface menu, and let's verify. So last, if I scroll up, last we checked, there was no IP address assigned, and the status of the interfaces were administratively down, which means turn off. Now let's look at what the status is. So I'm going to type exit to go into global configuration mode. Type exit again to go into privilege exec mode. I get a notification that configured from console by console. I hit tab to get back to the cursor where I can type commands. And now, what was that command that I used? Let me recall it. So in the command line interface, you can look at your previous commands by using the up arrow key on your keyboard. The up arrow key, you have up, down, left, right on the bottom right section of your keyboard. If you use the up arrow key, you can, so I just pressed it once, I see configure terminal. I press it again, I see show IP interface brief. This is the command I used to see the table where I had the information, the IP information and the interface information. Show IP interface brief. So I'm going to type, hit enter to execute that show IP interface brief command. And here I have a summary of the interface and IP information. Gigabit Ethernet 00, I assigned the IP address of 192.168.1.1. Now the status is up, which means it's turned on. But the protocol is still down, which means there's nothing actually connected to it. We haven't connected anything to this interface. But if something is connected, it's turned on and ready to go. So the status is up. The other ones are still down. Now, what is the deal with these modes? Let's go. A good reference is danscourses.com. I think Dan does a good job explaining this on his website, danscourses.com. So you can go to danscourses.com, and this gentleman, Dan Alberghetti, I believe is his name. He has a whole free content and directions and labs that you can use to study for your CCNA exam, or you can just use to study to learn more about Cisco networks. So the courses, go to CCNA 1, there's sections, CCNA 1, 2, 3, 4, security. If you go to CCNA 1 and you start to scroll down, you will see on the right hand side there is a menu. If you're using your phone, it will be all the way at the